Welcome to channel American Speakeasy.
25 time idioms and phrases. Part 1. Like, subscribe. A sign of times. Meaning, something that shows the kinds of things that are happening, popular, important, etc. in a culture at a particular period in history. Use in a sentence. Having metal detectors in schools is a sign of the times. About time. Meaning, is used to say that it's the right time for something to happen, or that it should have happened long ago. It can express annoyance that something hasn't happened sooner. Use in a sentence. It's about time you got a new job. You've been unhappy in your current one for years. Matter of time. Meaning, something is inevitable and sure to happen at some point in the future. Use in a sentence. It's only a matter of time before they find out the truth. Ahead of time. Meaning, doing something in advance or before the required time. Use in a sentence. I always buy Christmas presents ahead of time to avoid the last-minute rush. A whale of a time. Meaning to enjoy oneself very much. Use in a sentence. The children had a whale of a time at the beach and didn't want to go home. Time on your hands. Meaning, refers to a period when you have nothing specific that you must do essentially. Having free time with no obligations. Use in a sentence. Now that she was retired, Mary found that she had a lot of time on her hands. Time is of the essence. Meaning, time is limited and deadlines must be met. Fulfilling something in a timely manner is of the utmost importance. Use in a sentence. To keep our customers happy, you need to fulfill the orders and remember that time is of the essence. Kill time. Meaning to engage in an activity, usually a rather aimless or idle one, with the goal of making time seem to pass more quickly or less slowly. Use in a sentence. I'm going to walk down to the bookstore to kill time before my flight. Time is on my side. Meaning, to have the luxury of not having to worry about how long something will take. Use in a sentence. We don't have to make the final decision until next week, so time is on our side. A race against time. Meaning, describes a situation where someone urgently tries to accomplish something before a deadline or before time runs out. Use in a sentence. Uncle Ben has been racing against time ever since he found out about his terminal illness. All in good time. Meaning, is a delightful way of saying that something will happen eventually, but we need to be patient and let things unfold naturally. Use in a sentence. I know you wish your house had sold already, but all in good time. Pressed, pushed, strapped for time. Meaning, it indicates being in a hurry or having limited time available. You can use these interchangeably. Use in a sentence. I'm sorry I can't chat for long. I need to go pick up the kids and I'm a bit pressed for time. I think I'll be pushed for time if I try to join the 6:30 class after work. Busy executives are often strapped for time. Only time will tell. Meaning, the truth or answer will be determined in the future and is not knowable yet. Use in a sentence. Only time will tell whether Jamie made the right choice in leaving her job. A stitch in time saves 9. Meaning, that prompt, decisive action taken now will prevent problems later. Use in a sentence. Mary said to his brother, you better bring your car to the shop while it's still running, because a stitch in time saves 9. Time flies. Meaning, refers to time passes quickly. Use in a sentence. The kids are all grown up and ready to move out of my house. Time flies. Turn back the handsaw time. meaning to recount, recreate, or return to a time or era from the past. Use in a sentence. If I could turn back the hands of time, I would manage my finances better so I could retire at an earlier age. Time is money, meaning said to emphasize that you should not waste time, because you could be using it to earn money. Use in a sentence, we should do our work on time because time is money. Take your time, meaning to go at one's own preferred pace, to use as much time as one needs or desires. Use in a sentence. There are a lot of things we need to get right, so let's be sure to take our time on this. Beat the clock, meaning to complete a task before a particular deadline or time limit. Use in a sentence. In a desperate attempt to beat the clock, I raced to mail my tax return before midnight. Against the clock, meaning being in a race against time. Use in a sentence. We left later than we were supposed to, so it was a race against the clock to get to the airport on time. In the nick of time, meaning at the last possible moment before a deadline or before something begins or ends, just in time. Use in a sentence. That car moved off the track in the nick of time. Another moment and the train would have smashed into it. At the 11th hour, meaning at the last possible moment or opportunity. Use in a sentence. Just minutes before the deadline, he submitted his assignment at the 11th hour. Bide your time, meaning to delay some action until an ideal moment or situation reveals itself. Use in a sentence. I'm just biding my time in an office job until a tenure-track position opens at one of the local colleges. No time, meaning never. Use in a sentence. At no time did I claim responsibility for the accident. He's lying about that. Catch someone some other time, meaning to see or talk to someone at some later, unspecified time or date. Used especially when one is unable to converse at the current moment. Use in a sentence. I'd love to hear more about your trip, but I really must go now. I'll catch you some other time, okay?
Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, turn on bell notifications,